Came out good. If you can see those little excavator decided to run out of gas. It's kind of cool. Good morning, guys. It is Monday. Des is driving us in from her house, and we got some snow. At least Saturday night we did. We actually just stayed this weekend over in Burlington, and we have not had any snow for a month. And Des actually got us a hotel with her credit card points, and she booked the hotel room, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's a chance of snow. It was like a whole month of nothing, and then as soon as we book something, there's snow. But last night, luckily, we didn't really get anything. I mean, we did actually get snow, but it all melted. But now today, we do have some snow. So my dad's saying there's not much in Plattsburgh, but we're gonna drive through and check it out, and especially check out Morrisonville, because even though it's not very far away, they'll sometimes get a decent amount of snow when we get nothing in Plattsburgh. So alrighty, guys, so snow's already melted, but I just did an estimate, got approved. That was for mowing, a general insecticide, and a fertilizing application. So right on. I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with some people that I've already sent quotes to. I've already done a little bit of that, but today I'm just gonna be firing off quotes and following up with customers. Also, this weekend we picked up the flyers, as you will see in this clip. And here is what they look like. Came out good. If you can see those little, if you look at where it says 50% off in the image, see how there's like those squares below it? I don't know why the heck that happened. It did not show that in the proof. There's also a slight line right there near the flag. I mean, it's minor stuff, but it is a little bit annoying. Anyways, boom. 5,000 of these. That's kind of crazy. Alrighty, guys, so I'm getting a DOT number here, and first I called a DOT, it was like a inspection stop or something like that, and they told me to call DMV, which took forever to get a hold of, but I finally got a hold of them. And then they told me to call another DOT thing, and then they told me to call New York State DOT, and I just called New York State DOT, and now they're telling me to call federal DOT, I guess. This is crazy. Everyone's they're just pushing me to someone else. Alrighty, guys, I've been working on estimates. Same thing. I got my DOT number, and I'm going through and counting all these flyers in stacks of 100. It's gonna be a lot. Good morning, everyone. Tuesday morning, and Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. We're getting the plow off here. We got a couple jobs to do. Tyler and I have been struggling with this bad boy, so my dad came to show us how it's done. But we're gonna finish up that job from last week, and then potentially do another hedge trimming job.
Let's see if we can push up on this. I think push it that way. Whole frame. See if it takes the pressure off of there.
And we're here, back to finish up this job. It's still very wet, but we just got to finish cleaning up this little wood pile. This actually shouldn't take too long. Alright, we're finishing up over here. It is, I definitely underbid this, but with how wet it is, that's also why it's taking so long. If I had just come here with my excavator tractor and it wasn't muddy, I probably would have been spot on. But that is not the case, so we clean this out as pretty much as good as it's gonna get. We'll rake it a little bit more. But I'll have to, once this dries out, I'll just have to come back with my tractor and the York rake and just finish raking everything out. Yeah, it is just way too wet. Excavator decided to run out of gas. At the best point of when I'm loading it. Tyler's over here just cranking off. Crank it away. Tyler freaking went to town. She just hide behind the truck. He's already trimmed all the sides here, and it's just a little bit of the tops left. So I'm gonna hit that. We'll do the cleanup, and we'll be good. Oh, and the vines, yeah. Were those bad? Yeah. And all the weeds. All the weeds are gone too. Now there's just a bunch of trash, but that's not our problem. Good morning, everybody. Wednesday morning here. I am running some errands. I got a nice early start this morning, and was exporting and importing video to finish editing today. I also got all of my facing slips done for the direct mail, so I can package those. They're all rubber band. My family helped me out, and we got all of them counted and rubber banded. All right, I gotta dump this brush, and then I can dump the cedar, and hopefully get some money. Woo! Alrighty, guys. I've got 4 postal routes loaded up. Not sure exactly how many are in there, but it is 4 postal routes. So it's about half. So it's somewhere in the 2,000 range. I'm gonna bring them to the post office. I gotta drop off this load of sand to my dad, and estimates are coming in. When I was printing stuff out, I printed everything out. Crap, that just reminds me. Oh no, I did. Ah, crap. I gotta grab a different envelope. Oh my god. I got too many things going on. This is a busy day. It's good though. It's good to be busy. Yeah, so I still got a lot of customers I gotta follow up with. Estimates I still have to process, but I still have tomorrow and Friday to do all of that sort of stuff. I'm gonna have Tyler go on his own and do some work at Set Point, and Friday he'll be doing another job, as long as the lady gets back to us, but I know she already approved this, so. And just like that, I've sent out 2,200 mail pieces. So about 2,700 left to go, 2,800, right around there. Went pretty smooth. I got there before a line got there, but there was definitely a line after I was there. They're getting shipped off. Everything was done correctly. Thank God. So we'll see how that goes. I gotta go double check the routes that I even sent off because I'm not sure. Okay, cleaning all this up, the junk and organic debris. So I'll have to separate those. Most of it is pretty much separated. Got a lot of junk here and then some more over there. Yeah, decent amount, probably a ton. And then a tarp, branches. So an organic debris hauling away, that's probably going to be one, maybe probably 2 trailer loads, and then a trailer load of to the landfill. I love it when I get done an estimate and my time, the drive time to the next estimate is like right when the estimate starts, or just like 5-10 minutes before. That's perfect. I hate waiting for the next estimate, but I just got done. That was a place on Wall Street. I went there twice now to do an estimate. It was the one with the weird mound in the backyard. They've already done a lot of ripping and tearing, so now they just want a price to clean up the yard and make it look nice and pretty. So that's what I'm gonna shoot them over a price for, and then they're gonna go in phases and, you know, probably do the mound later on. All right, we're at Set Point here. Tyler and I are doing a walk around, and Tyler's gonna be doing a spring cleanup while I get done all of the estimates, edging. Oh, there's a rabbit. Yeah. Look at that little guy. So yeah, it looks like there's not much here. There's like a little bit of leaves, but oh, there's some under the deck. That'll be a pain. But we got a lot of the cleanup done in the fall, obviously, so shouldn't be too bad. Alright guys, I'm out on the road again. I've been sending off estimates, following up with people. I did hear back about that big contract with like the 40 lawns, and we did not get it. We were $200 more a week, more expensive. So we were close. I tried to see if he'd want to do every other week to save himself some money, or I said I'd be willing to go a little bit lower. But he just said to bid again this fall and spring, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, all those lawns we bid pretty low, so to go any lower, I'm kind of going against my own philosophy here, and it's a race to the bottom. But it is a ton of lawns to get at one time, so I mean, I am willing to give a discount, but at what point do you stop going lower, you know? Alright, Tom Miller Road has been conquered. I bounced to a few other places. Some more promising than others, that's for sure. A lot of people just taking my card, telling me that they'll give it to their manager, which will end up going nowhere. The last lady, I asked, she was at the bank, and she asked to take my card and that she'd get back to me or have him get in touch with me, whatever. And I said, okay, awesome. I said, you know, is there any way I can get his email? That way I can just send him a free quote. And yeah, that was, she was like, yeah. And then she's like, well, he'll be in tomorrow if you want to come in around this time. And I said, oh yeah, I'll do that too. Like, give me the email also. And then I just sat there, and then she's like, well, I actually don't think I'm gonna give you his email. I don't think he'd be too impressed if I gave out his email. And I said, no worries, I completely understand. I'll stop back in tomorrow around this time. And yeah, I mean, I feel bad. I'm not gonna pressure her into it, but I am going to ask. And you know, you gotta ask. You gotta ask. And sometimes they'll give it to you, and other times, you know, they won't. Good morning, guys. I got a new haircut, staying fresh while I'm trying to sell some jobs. Today's Friday. Happy Friday. But today, I don't know why I said but today I got estimates. I have 8 estimates lined up. My schedule's looking full. It's awesome. We haven't got those direct mail letters went out yesterday. We haven't gotten any calls, so I'm thinking today's going to be the day that shows if that was successful. It'll probably be today through like next week. People will be calling, I'm guessing. Or who knows, maybe people will hold on to it until spring and call us. But I'm guessing, I want to see if we get a decent amount of calls from it. If we don't, I'm going to wait to send the next ones out. And also, I probably should have made more of a sense of urgency on those. There were some changes the longer it goes on, the more changes I think of. But anyways, we'll see how those do. I might wait on sending the rest out. The door hangers did come in as well. So Tyler's going out to Willsboro to do an estimate while I'm doing some other estimates. And I was thinking about having him put out those door hangers, but I'm not sure how successful those will be because it is March 15th. We're not going to be mowing until like another month and a half, 2 months. So I got to figure that out. Otherwise, I got to figure out a job for him to do, which he just got out, so I'm going to talk to him about that now. Look at that gorgeous man. Look at him. So majestic. All right, so the customer wants to rip out all the shrubs in the middle here and just leave the trees. I gotta see if he wants the mulch bed here, which I'm guessing he does. But boy, oh boy, is that raised up. Decent amount of shrubs here. Okay, so customer wants a price to bring in some topsoil and just grade this away so their yard is more usable. I mean, it's pooling here, and they had a pool, an actual pool there. So just any, you know, yard space, make it more usable, and just grading it more towards the side yard here. Yep, and then it's the same thing in the front yard. I'll get a video of that as well. So you can see it's very wet here. It's even wet over here. Not as bad, but it's definitely wet. So bringing in topsoil here and grading it towards that side yard. Boom! We got another estimate to do today. Lisa just added it to my schedule. Stop back into the bank. Trying to talk to the manager. He's in a meeting until noon. So maybe I'll swing back by because I'm persistent and I want business. But pretty exciting. 8 estimates on deck for today. That just made it 9. We might be approaching record territory here. Okay, so we're gonna do a few separate line items. One line item is going to be, this is all the customer's property to that property line over there where the house is. So you can tell this was well maintained at one point, and customer wants all of this to be looking good again. Any of the dead branches picked up, any of these weeds picked up, you know, pruning these trees, these piles here, anything that doesn't look good, getting rid of it. Too much. It's kind of cool the way that it overhangs like that. Then the customer also wants a price for mowing, trimming the hedges. It looks like they have some grubs in the front yard, so grub prevention application, overseeding just in the front yard, and then cleaning up. There's a bed in the front yard, so there's actually a couple of beds. Cleaning out these beds and putting a new layer of mulch. And this bed here, and putting new mulch. Up here is where it appears to be some grub damage. It's pretty localized for some reason. At first I thought it might have been when they put in the paver patio, which could be the case, but this really looks like grubs to me now the more that I look at it. So that should be about it. Alrighty guys, that's gonna wrap up this week's video. I was able to get not all the estimates, but I got a decent amount of estimates processed. I'm gonna finish the rest of them on Monday, and yeah, hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, and I'll see you next video. Thanks.